Members, welcome to season 2 of the F.L.A.Ts podcast. We are so happy to be back. As you can see, bright as usual, excited as usual, still the same people, a few changes, a few experiences. One thing that remains constant is the great conversations that we are bringing you. And of course, Viatu Bado Sivai in this season. So I will allow my co-hosts to explain what we will be doing different in this season, even as they introduce themselves.
I don't know what Ruth wants us to explain. I think she meant we need to introduce ourselves. So for that reason, I am Chip Quest. Welcome to season 2, and you will get to know more as we proceed because we also don't want to preempt the conversation. But it's been a long time coming.
You see, she has explained.
I want to explain that I'm happy to be here and I'm really looking forward to the conversations we'll have in this season. My name is Maureen Wanyonyi. I'm always excited about sitting down to have conversations with you and you and you.
And I remain Miss Bolo. So for this first episode, as we introduce you to season 2, before I tell you the name, have you subscribed to this channel? Have you noticed we have our own channel now?
Yeah.
So please subscribe, share, like, comment, everything. This is your home. This episode, we want to share with you what we've learned from each other. I mean, the past couple of months, a lot has happened, good, bad, exciting, highs, lows. So we've learned a lot from each other, and we just wanted to share what have we learned from each other that has kept us going, that can keep you going. And feel free to comment, and if anything relates to you, please feel free to let us know. So we'll start with Maureen. What we have learned from Maureen the past couple of months. Champion.
Stop looking at me. Just start from there, please.
A lot. They have learned
Okay.
a lot from me.
I think the first thing I have learned I've learned a lot, and it's difficult to just narrow down to 2. But I think the first I have learned from Maureen is always weigh your pros and your cons. So if someone is inviting you somewhere, weigh your pros and cons. What am I going to do there? What is a good thing of going there? What is the bad thing of going there? There are places you would invite. Huyu ameni invite kwenda huko Murang'a. Huko Murang'a naenda, siendi kufanya kitu. I have this other thing that I would rather be doing. So just weighing so that you're not just living a life that is not purpose filled. Mm-hmm. So that's something I think I have learned from you. That's the first thing I've learned from you.
Well, that's interesting.
Uko na
I didn't
maoni
know
about
I was deliberately teaching that, but thank you. I'd like to share something I've learned from you.
Before you go, I think you'll go what
Okay.
Maureen we've learned from Maureen.
I have learned from Maureen resilience. Maureen is the kind of person, no matter what is going on, she will just keep going. Like sometimes to a fault. It's a good and a bad thing because you can go until you just, you fall. Like she doesn't know when to stop and ask for help. Like she's so resilient. I don't know. It's a good and a bad thing, but I have learned that from her. Like she doesn't let things break her down, no matter how bad it is.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
very, very true.
Hey, tissue. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Where? Okay. So I don't know, Ruth, where you want us to move from here.
So I think now we can go to Chepkwech before
You are
we
saying
do
we
a
can go to
second
Chepkwech.
round.
Maureen is here, she wants to cry. Sasa hatuna tissue, hatuna handkerchief.
There's no
Producers.
crying in this episode, Maureen. No crying,
Resilience.
please.
Okay.
Trying.
Okay.
But you are resilient.
You
You
are
didn't know
really
that about
resilient.
yourself.
I did, but I don't.
The reminder.
Yeah, the reminder that I've actually been pushing through. You know how last year and in the previous episode it was crazy.
Yes.
I was going through the transition and everything else, and I also got to learn quite a lot about the both of you. So I'm looking forward to which one you want me to go first. So, I mean, thank you for that reminder. Yeah.
We actually have an episode we shot for season 1,
Yeah.
but didn't air, and it was a very teary episode. So hopefully this second season will be a bit more vulnerable, and we will allow you to see the tears. That the tears in front of camera. Maybe.
Well, now we will not
We have to approve.
Yes.
It has
So,
not been
Chep.
approved.
Yes.
What have you learned about Chep from Chep?
For me, the one thing I've learned from Chep is consistency in friendship. Like she's the kind of person who will defend you whether you're right or wrong. Like she will first fight and then she would come and ask, Maureen, what did you do? You know, like what happened on that day? And you're also wrong. You must also know you're wrong, but we fought for you. So I don't know if I'm a Yeah, gosh.
Ruth, now you want to start.
I'm allowed to give a story.
Please.
So this week, I called Chip
I knew it. And as soon as she baited me, I knew it.
I feel like I've not yet forgiven her. I called Chip and I vented. And I was trying to tell her about someone that had wronged me and what I was doing and how I handled it. And so I expected her to take my side.
And I didn't take your side. Why are you lying?
The first thing she did was listen. And she said, okay. Already from the okay, I knew Kitani Ramba. I just knew she's not about to take my side. Or she tried to make it look like she was on my side.
No, I was on your side.
But she kept on saying, also, you know, you're
I was on your side.
But even you, why did you do that?
No. I have to clarify something. You cannot
clarify. Yeah.
It is true what I've said. My job in this relationship, as your big sister, is to ensure you don't make foolish decisions.
But you don't tell
which
me
she doesn't, that time. Which she has never.
You know.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. But yes, Chip is consistent. She'll tell you if you're on the
wanted her to realize, like, you know, now you'll make me say things I don't want to say.
Just say. Just say. There, I support you.
Anyway, I was trying to make this my small sister realize that how, like, the correlation of that action she had done and why she needed to look at it that way before iende mbali sana imrambe.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does. Like, I get it. I'm just saying you should have...
By the way, members, let me tell you something. As she was talking, I just knew she was baiting me. So I just decided to say, okay. Because she knows how I was going to react. But she was still pushing it to bait me further. And I kept telling her, unanitafuta by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, so for me, you're like that. The way you're sounding like that.
No, I love my friends. I really do. Because I have a very small circle. A very small one. And so, hey, me nakufanga tu marafiki zangu. Kesi baadaye bwana.
That's true about you. Yeah. And I think tying to that, something I have learned about Chep is very generous.
That's true.
Very generous. And I think sometimes she doesn't realize it. And Chep will be generous to you even if you have wronged her. Me is a different story. If you have wronged me, I cannot be generous to you. But Chep Kwej, even if you have wronged down
for you.
Chep Kwej, even if you have wronged her, she'll still be generous to you. And then later on, she'll be like, "Wa, siamini ilikuwa ni mimi." Or even if you ask her, "Yani Chep Kwej, ule mtu," and I'll give an example. I don't know if you're okay with me sharing.
Yeah.
Chep Kwej got into an accident, and it was the other person who was on the wrong. So ideally, and the support system of the other person were blaming her. There was video footage there. It was clear the other person was on the wrong. Chep Kwej made sure took this person to hospital. That's not even the shocking bit. At the hospital, and they were still quarreling her. She still paid the bills. And then afterwards, still called to find out if the person is okay, what if they are receiving proper care. And these people who were on the wrong, by the way, were quarreling her and wanting to lynch her. So I'm learning that generosity should not have bounds. I mean, I'm still learning, but that's something I have learned from Chep.
And me and you are having this conversation the other day, and I told you, let me tell you, the people who are recipients of my generosity are these two. Sana.
Yeah, this one is spoiled.
She's a spoiled small sister. But that's true. I don't know. That's my way of showing love. You remember we were having that conversation. I think it's my way of showing love. And then I would not see a nice thing and not get it for my friend. I would not see my friend suffering and not do something like that young man. The one I've been supporting. It's not someone I knew, but just listening to their case a lot. And you remember me telling you, it's not like I have this money, but nafsi yangu itanisuta if I don't do anything about it.
And now the thing with that is because Chep is very generous, and we are in a world where people are not used to encountering generous people. It's very easy for someone to mistake it for her hitting on you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Like that one.
Yeah, she's just generous, but I mean, people are not used to it. Both men and women would be thinking she's
Yeah.
hitting on
Like,
you.
what do you want?
'cause
Why
she's
are you
very
being
Yeah,
so
why is
generous.
kind?
he-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
For
feeling like they
me,
have to give her something back.
for me, it's the experience of her saying, I need to gift you. I need to get this for you.
Yeah.
What do I need to get for you? I feel like you would look good in this. I feel like I need to get you
Yeah.
this. And even when we are just randomly sitting and
Tukikula
you know,
shawarma kwa
I
gari.
know.
Yeah, yeah.
She's just like, Maureen, you're the person I've not gifted the shoes that
Yeah.
Ruth does not wear. So
Those is even. And then now I have learned. Siwezi peana topi ya Maureen kwa Ruth.
no,
They're
it doesn't get to
lying.
me.
They're
Hazifiki.
Zinakuanga
All my
zote.
gifts get stuck because now, by the time I meet Chep, it has been handed
Moving
over.
on swiftly.
Okay. Well, I feel like, yeah, you truly are
Yeah.
generous. And for me, when you give, you receive, the way
Yeah,
the
that's
Bible
true.
says,
That's true.
and you never run out. For some reason, you're always finding avenues of people giving back to you in bigger measure,
true.
or opportunities presenting themselves to you. So I feel like I need to be a better gifter, because every time I travel, I tell myself I need to get gifts for these girls, and then I don't.
Yeah, I get.
So me,
I've gotten-
even
I've
you've
gotten-
gotten
I've
gifts for
gotten-
us.
yeah.
Me,
Yeah.
I'm the useless
I've
friend.
gotten before.
I'll do better. That's a lesson I'm gonna. I'm gonna
2025.
in this
We are going
season. I should be bringing a gift in every
are
recording.
telling our members to hold Maureen accountable.
I shall be
because-
held accountable because now I had in Ideni. Now it's already a debt. But yeah, thank you for that, Chep.
So what have you learnt about Chip?
Well, I have already said one, so I'm going to say another one. I feel like Chep is the kind of person who shares in your joys and sorrows. Like, if I was going through a breakdown, I know Chep would call me 4 times to ask me, Maureen, Bethe Mukula, Maureen, Bethe, are you okay? Maureen, Bethe, did you manage to do this? Did you? So you consistently follow up with your friends to find out if they are okay. Even though you yourself, you really rarely reach out to people when you're not okay. I don't know. It's a fault. I feel like you would ask me, but you would not ask of me. You know, so even when I want to return the favor, sometimes I know, Chip is not crying for help, but maybe she's crying for help. But me, I would cry for help, and I know Chip would almost drive down to my house if she needs to, or almost come and sleep over, or almost pick up the babies and say, "Watch any kind of hour you go through what you're going through." So that's a good thing I have seen about
Speaking
you.
of the babies, ulipeleka donuts ama ulikula zote?
Donuts nilipeleka. Even Sasha is somewhere and she can confirm. Sasha, did I take the donuts? She bought generosity again. Random donuts that I would have eaten all, but now
Yeah, they were not meant for you.
they were
Nilikuwa
not
nishaweka
meant for
watchman.
me.
In fact, when I saw Sasha, nikamwambia, Sasha, donuts ngapi zilifika home? Okay, she brought them, and then you know the way
Sasha
Sasha
said
is born.
6, and she brought all of them. I think. Anyway, yeah. So I feel like that's you, Chair.
I don't know how to ask for help more. And for a long time, it is something I've always struggled with. I know how to be there for people. I know how to just be with you, whether you want to cry, you want to laugh, but I don't know how to ask for help. It is something I think this 2025 I should work on.
Yeah.
But I am better, more.
Yeah.
Since you met me and now, I want kuna difference.
There's
my
a
lords,
very big
I can
difference,
see.
actually.
Because I
There's
remember
big
for a long time,
difference.
watu walikuwa wananiita Volt.
There's a very big difference.
We couldn't know. I mean, oh my goodness, yeah. So there's a big difference. In this season, we want to see more of you oversharing,
Hey!
all your problems.
Oversharing, niliona watu wakienda TikTok wakilia mnawakemea, mniwache please.
We are here for you still. But yeah, that's a good one, yeah.
I think another one I have learnt from Chep is around privilege and suffering. Never romanticize suffering and never be sorry for being privileged. And so I'll start with the privilege. I feel bad if I'm somewhere where people are not, like where I'm the privileged one. So if I have food, if I have special food, let me call it that, and others have regular food,
I've remembered something about that.
I will hide it because I don't want the other people feeling bad. But, or if I have or when people ask me, Ruth, unakumbuka from 4 KCSE, I don't speak because then people will start being like, oh, yeah. So I tend to keep quiet. But Chip is like, it's not your problem. It's not your fault. So are you going to shrink yourself in all rooms It's really not your fault. And it's also not your fault that the other person is not
Is
privileged.
not
So you shouldn't feel bad
privileged.
about it. And in terms of romanticized suffering, now, when that happens, you tend to coil back and you want to also suffer or work extra hard like everyone else because you're feeling sorry about it. And we are not romanticizing suffering.
No.
I mean, what is that? When people
No.
say you want to behave a certain type of way so that you don't come out a certain type of way, she will tell you no.
Yeah.
And she doesn't apologize for loving money. She doesn't apologize for loving
Members,
a
I
soft,
think you know
a
this
soft
from season
life.
She has
one.
consistently said that.
Yes, she doesn't apologize for it. Yeah.
Because with the money, I am able to gift my friends.
To be generous.
Now, Ruth has said that, and I've remembered that story
Oh,
time.
wow.
So we went for a meeting. Me, I'm just going to say that place.
Okay, don't say.
Okay, we went for a meeting somewhere in Kabete, a government institution.
Obvious. It's okay, that one.
Yes, as you all know, members, if you've been there, the food is horrible. So I had not gone the second day. I think no, Ruth had been there before. I hadn't. So when we were going, Ruth is like, "Hey, big sister, I forgot to tell you. Aki, the food in this place, I don't think you'll eat it." What do we do with Ruth? We passed by at cafe.
I remember. I saw. But continue.
We passed by at cafe. We ate breakfast there, and then I told Ruth, I want you to remember ile chakula ile place ipo. So let's do what? Let's take away our lunch.
Nice.
So we are walking in with at cafe bags. Ruth is like, big sister, no, we are not going to take this
You
bag.
look like you're
showing
off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we sat with them. Now the worst part was when it was time to eat. Ruth is like, no, let's wait until everyone has left and then we eat. I'm like, excuse me, our food is going to get cold because of why? Can you eat?
So did you eat finally?
Yeah.
Yes.
I ate covering my food like this, and she would knock down that cover.
I'm like, can you eat? Because I would not apologize for wanting the best for myself and my friends.
Yeah.
You understand?
That's true.
And when I also want my friends to enjoy that we have. Because the same way, when I don't have, you guys always ensure that we've all shared what we have. So whether big or small, and also, naona hapa vile natokea kwa bougie. Members, mi nakulanga kwa kibanda. Don't be lied to.
That is true. Actually,
Yeah, I do. So,
but I don't know if it's every day. Anyway, something I've also learned about her is self-care and wanting good things. So she wants money, but she also has really good things. And in the last season, you'll notice I said, you should take us to all the shops you go to buy good things cheap, because
Maureen is
she
always
loves to take
faulting
care
me.
of herself. You know, if you see cheap shoes, you just be like, these shoes,
Yeah.
my God, where
Very
did you
true.
get them?
Very true.
If you see a dress, if you see a comb, anything.
I had
Self-care.
also written
Those
self-care,
Fenty lip
actually.
glosses she was
Yeah.
showing us the other day. I'm just like, Fenty, what?
Yeah.
Ati where? So yeah. So you really
Vitamins.
love to
Yeah, fruits.
you know,
Kiwi,
you have
etc.
a nini.
Kiwi.
You have a spa date coming up, and you want to continue talking like this.
I'm not speaking again. But
So
yeah,
she loves to take care of herself and to look nice and to so keep up. In this season, we want your friends
No, in this
to
season, even me, I want my friends.
to
Okay, I will finally show you the places.
see. Was that
hold her
hard?
accountable.
Thank you so much.
So yeah,
I
we
forgot
still
to say
have a second one for Maureen.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Then we now
okay.
move to you. With more, I have learned something about navigating conflict. I am one person who, as I think they have described the feeling in season one, I'm very combative. And like, siogopangi na hii mwili yangu ndogo, kaende tu. Kesi tutafanya baadaye. And I remember people ask me, akichep na hii mwili yako ndogo unakuanga mkali.
Yeah.
But what I have learned from Maureen is sometimes just avoid. Mo is the type, if there's trouble, she's like, guys, no, let's not do that. Guys,
Yeah.
At look for a mediator.
I know.
You that time you're ready for
gosh, I have to tell a story. I will not say names, but I remember even this one can really start fights. She has a very small fuse. So there's a time she started this random fight, and then I went to speak to the girl. I was just like, forgive her. She's our friend.
by the way.
Forgive her. She's probably not feeling okay today.
Remember, let me tell you,
because
they are busy fighting with your enemy. Mo is asking for forgiveness.
on
from the
your
other
behalf.
enemy.
Because why are we fighting? Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So navigating conflict for more, even when things are really bad. And I remember one incident. I might not say exactly what it was, but Ruth and I wanted to go all in. Like, by the way, pia umekuja sana. And Maureen was like, let me just step away. Let me just It's okay. I will start. I will find my life. You know, like I was ready to. And then huko bwana, this calls for a war.
Cowards
But
live
that is
longer.
not true.
Cowards live longer, Chirpan.
That is
But
true.
yeah,
They live
yeah,
longer
that's true.
without a legacy.
Aye.
Without a legacy.
You will complete after this
So
episode.
Mo is the best conflict resolver
Yeah.
I know. By the way, so far in my
Interesting.
life, you are the calm person. Because everyone else I know has a short fuse.
Short fuse. Yes.
I don't know. I don't like that you keep insisting.
We
on
have
a
to
short
hold
fuse.
each other account. But
So
yeah,
Mo is the
that's
balance.
true. That's true.
She
I
is. She
love
truly
that.
is. Even when there's an issue like amongst us, it's very easy for Mo to call and be like, Ruth, I'm a chef. Guys, can we just move? She's a peacemaker.
True. Another thing I have learnt about from Maureen is that change and healing don't have to be loud.
Oh.
I am a
Yeah.
very loud person by nature, and I think it's in my genes. You can't
Yeah,
blame me.
yeah,
It
true.
really
It is
is
in
in my
her
genes.
genes.
But so that's just who I am. But I'm learning from Maureen that sometimes change and healing can be quiet. Even sometimes when you don't have people clapping for you and cheering you on. Sometimes sometimes you can be going through the most. Patane na mtu uko nje akukasirishe times 500, not knowing what you're going through, but you're still pushing it.
Yeah.
And I've seen Maureen go through a lot of change and a lot of healing very quietly.
Like no one would know.
No one would
And
would
I tell
know.
to that resilience.
Yeah.
Like Maureen
Yeah.
will show up in a suit looking very sharp with her laptop. She's even doing her presentation.
No.
Meanwhile, she's going through the most.
Hurricane. The hurricane.
The world
Yeah.
has literally fallen apart where she has
Oh
come
my
from.
goodness.
But she will
Oh,
show up, you will not
wow.
even know
That's
it.
amazing.
And even when she has conflict with a higher up or with whatever, she will go through that process very quietly.
Yeah.
She will not be loud about it. So
Yeah.
I'm learning that change and healing sometimes doesn't have to be very loud. Yeah.
It's coming out like you are the mature one in this group.
Wow. So not age, it's just life
Mesema
has
wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Thank
Now we
you
are
for
to you.
that.
Hey.
Baby
Good.
Roo.
Baby Roo. Let me tell you. In fact, the other day I was talking to her about it, and today I want you to tell me and remember.
Continue.
Ruth, how do you make friends? Number one. Number two, Ruth, how do you maintain your friends? Because guys,
I've said my point.
do you know Ruth do you have how many friends?
70
No, one
plus.
or two. And it is not, there's a difference of having friends and then keeping in touch with those friends, maintaining those relationships, like personally, and everyone will feel like Ruth hata angekuwa mwanaume angekuwa bibi wangapi?
17.
Na wote wangekuwa na feel equal. I don't know, it's an act. It's an act. In fact, I asked you, what were we doing then? I told you, Ruth, how do you
so
talk to these people, all of them?
Yeah, but I remember you asking me that question.
Because I, on the other hand,
Hey.
I
can't, and I need to now. You need to signalize.
Yeah, you are really so good.
You are good with people.
I don't know how. Sometimes I'm just like, but I'm the MOH. He looks. I mean, there's a lot of love being shared. Belongs to
Like
just
Ruth.
me,
I don't know whether
you really can hold it together with everybody,
very different,
and many
diverse
of your friends can attest. Like
Yeah.
you can. You
if you are
keep
looking to hire
friendships
me, I am umesema good people skills.
extremely,
You do.
extremely.
You do.
And I don't know. Wow.
Even some of the favors and the opportunities we've also gotten, not just as a podcast, but even just as friends away from the podcast,
Yeah.
have been by networks that Ruth maintained for after 5 years ago. Dorita anakwambia, kuna nani wa nani huko. We are still friends.
Yeah.
I even forgot about that person. Ruth, how do you do it?
It's God, Maze.
But do you feel like, is that how you feel? Do you feel like you have many friends? Now this is what we are realizing about you.
Yeah. Do you spread yourself thin? Like you feel like you have many, you need to do that, or it comes naturally?
I realize I get that from my dad.
Yes.
Yes, because my dad was one person who would be very good with friends. With he'd always have friends. And I remember growing up, my dad would host when we used to when I was in primary. My dad used to host almost every weekend. Almost every weekend.
You host almost every weekend.
Yeah. So I think that is something I realized. But also, I never feel like I am stretching myself too thin. I don't know.
So
I
it
don't
comes naturally.
Yeah, I don't struggle with it. I don't struggle. And I think
you
also
know-
the friends that are in my life also, are people who we have common items with. So it's not a
comes
struggle.
naturally.
Yeah, it comes naturally. Yeah.
When I was in Malindi, something happened, and I remember I came back and I told Ruth, "Hey,
I don't want
I
any
have
more
learned
friends."
something about me. I don't do well with strangers."
But something else about Ruth is that you know how friendships can be complicated.
Yeah.
She forgives. Like I feel like
No, that's a new phenomenon.
I feel like she forgives because for every friend that she has said, this one I'm never going to talk to again, they are talking.
No.
Is it forgiveness
No.
or is it just
no. My job
recouping?
here is I am the encyclopedia of the group. I will
Fact
take you
checking.
back. I will take
I
you
was
back.
hoping it am Peter.
More.
Me, I know at least 2 recoveries.
Recently.
Uh-huh.
And I'm talking about 6-8 months ago.
That's
Ruth, and I remember, I think it's Dad who told you, you need to start kuachilia vitu. And I remember you telling me Dad sat you down and had that conversation with you. Ruth was the type that akisema hata kuongelesha, forget it. There's even someone who passed on recently.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's 2 ways. It's that when the conflict is just surface
level.
level, then it's that
No.
then you reconcile. But if it's crossing off, it's crossing off.
Ruth
I'm
may
learning
change
about
juicy.
myself.
This girl.
It's the change we are seeing.
Yes, it's part of her Ruth 2.2 of 2025.
Yeah, but that's
Me, I love that about her. Like 2 instances, I've thought, oh my God, this could
This
be
is it.
over.
I remember
like,
even
but
Mo
we are
saying-
mutual friends. Now, what's going to happen here? Like, what do I do when I meet her and when I don't meet her? If I meet her, and like, it was just going to be complicated. And then I think they had a conversation.
So it's safe to say that between season 1 and
two,
season 2,
you really have.
I have noticed that.
I have
You
really
really
noticed
have.
that I forgive more.
You know why?
Yeah.
One of those friendships you're talking about, we were in the car. And I used to see it. Remember, so let me tell you. Nilikuwa nimeongea kama radio mpya imewekwa battery because now
Mediator.
I'm trying to... No, I'm not mediating. I keep talking so that none of them speaks
to
because
each
I know
other
it will go south very quickly. And then she was sitting huko back left. Back left. She just say, guys, reduce that volume. There's something I want to see.
Yeah.
I knew this is
I would
it.
just
Karibu nifike kwa
mi naweza
highway.
shuka exactly niende na mguu.
Both of them are our friends. And she brought it up. And I remember telling you later, I'm really proud of you for doing that because the Ruth that I know from Kitambo.
You'd have dismissed.
Change.
I love that.
Change.
But keep
And she
up.
talked about it and she said, I don't want us not to talk about it because I know then we will not solve this. And
I love
because
that.
I consider you a really good friend, I
You're
want
a
us to
good
talk
friend,
about this.
yeah. You're a good friend to your friend. So when you lose that friendship, you have invested so much, and then they have also invested in you. Like they are depending on you for so many things. So when that friendship breaks, I just feel like the gap is big between both parties. Like you would feel aggrieved for losing that friend because you have gone out of your way, both of you in different ways. So keep up with that one.
The other thing I've learned about you is celebrating.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Ruth will celebrate whether it is such a small thing or it is a big thing.
True.
Ruth will always celebrate. And not just her, herself. She has influenced us to celebrate as well. And Ruth will celebrate her people. She will celebrate herself. She will celebrate her wins. And she will do it loudly, like she said. So that is very important, especially in the recent times where life has become very difficult.
Yeah.
You know, it's something I have learned from you that every small moment in your life, you celebrate it.
Absolutely.
And you know, it's a milestone, it's a whatever. To you, it might look like a small win, but celebrate it. So
Yeah.
that is something
And the
I've
fact
learned.
that you document, like when you showed me your, I don't know, in my half year goals, this is what I had wanted to do. It
Yeah.
just shows that you are tracking and to make sure that when you achieve, you notice the change. Because sometimes you're just doing things, you don't notice that what you had wanted has happened. So if you're tracking it, even better. I thought I need to learn that from
you can be so hard on yourself, and like Tep is saying, we are living in very difficult times. You can be very difficult on yourself and not notice that you're doing progress.
True.
Mimi hata mtoto wangu meno yake ya kwanza ikitokea,
We will suffer.
we shall have a party.
No,
But
but it's good because
it's
you
a
also
good
don't
thing.
know how long you have left.
Yeah,
That is something
yeah,
I'm struggling
yeah.
with, you know. And let your legacy again be that whether it's me who is gone or whoever remains, that
Yeah.
this lady was here for us, this lady celebrated. And even you, hata kama utakuwa umeenda, you are fulfilled knowing that I live my best life.
Yeah. And also you really show up for people.
Yeah.
Like if I have something that's I'm planning to do, for sure the person I'm taking off my list is Ruth. Ruth will show up. If I have
You don't
a
even have
party,
to
if I
ask
have
her.
what. I mean, you show up for people. There's inconsistencies with friendships where you don't know whether they'll come or not. But for Ruth, she will leave her house if she has to. She'll come and sleep in your house so that she'll be there the next day, or you go out of your way to show up. And I try to learn that for myself because I know showing up is the value of what it is. I am really trying to learn.
I was trying to maintain a serious face.
Please,
Okay. Wacha tu nijitete kwanza kabla ni explain because this is not going to come out well.
Yeah.
I'm that one friend. If things are bad, I will definitely show up, and we will fight it, whatever. But I struggle
With social gatherings.
Yeah, with social gatherings. And that is what I try to learn from Ruth. Everywhere you have seen me members, it is Ruth who has turned me. That one is 100%
And she lives
sure.
early even.
Yeah.
She just, guys, me, I've gone.
Guys, I don't like outside at all. And now at least I am better. I can even come out once in God knows how long. Kitambo, by the way, it would take me a year, 2 years. Sijawai kanyaga. It's just work and my house. While I might have what would look like an outgoing personality, it's not.
Please change.
So Ruth drags me to places, and I've learned that.
And she would show up to places. Like I would say, oh, I'm here. Can you come, please? I'm just sitting here alone. She'll be like, where did you say you are? You know,
Kama ile
like
siku nilikuwa
that
nimewakachia feelings
consistency.
mlikuwa mmeenda wapi sijui huko mkaenda outside mmevaa pajamas. Kumbe sijui mlikuwa mnaenda kuona Mo ama mlikuwa mnaenda kuona
Where
nani.
was that?
Mlikuwa Mombasa Road sijui wapi.
With nani?
Nikasema akaniambia Mo sijui where she was just chilling so we decided
So that's a good thing. Please don't stop. We will die. I mean, what will I do?
Mimi, I will not have a social life. In short.
Dead.
Noted,
0.
noted.
1 in 5 years. Yeah. Okay.
And then something I've learned from both of you. So there was individual and there was both of you. I have friends who have the best work ethic. Because sometimes unaweza kutana na watu huku nje, so your friends can challenge you to be better and to improve on areas that need improvement and what have you. So you guys have a very good work ethic, and that is why we work together a lot, I think. Yeah. So apart from the podcast, there are many other things that we do together.
And for both of you, I feel like you're visionaries. You are the people who would say, oh, let's do this. Let's be founders of this. Let's curate this. Let's go out of our way and be the owners of this. For me, because I've done my 8 to 5 for so long, I have stopped being as creative as I can be. So you guys are so you guys are there. Let's go out. Let's start this. Let's do this. And I feel like we are going to be a big deal very soon because of both of you.
Can you?
And so I'll just be.
We are a big deal.
We shall will have ongoing big deals.
Correct. And for me, one thing I've learned from both of you is sometimes it's good to just take several steps back. Like they have alluded to, though it's false, and we'll discuss it in another episode. Sometimes, it's difficult to see the bigger picture. You just want to go in. But sometimes it's important to just take several steps back and ask, is it worth it? Is this the direction I want to take? And I think even as we have reflected on this episode, I know we are soaking in a lot. We are reminding ourselves of a couple of things that have happened the past couple of months. And it was good to just hear that we've been able to impact each other in one way or the other, show each other things, learn, unlearn, relearn when we need to.
Amujaambia member, si season mmekuja mko peke yenu ama mlipata watu?
That was not part of the discussion.
Last season mlikuwa mmeambia watu you will do better.
I don't know.
Actually, someone in the last season asked us what our dream dates would be.
I remember.
I have not gone on the dream date.
I have. So it was the drive and
So we know who asked the question. You've not told us.
I
No, but
have.
wait.
I have. So
You went on the dream date?
I did.
That
yeah.
you stayed in that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I said it. Yes, that
Yeah,
I said
that she
in
wants
that
to go
episode.
for a
You didn't
drive and
tell
let
us?
her.
Yeah.
Mbona ulianza
Oh,
kuficha
okay.
siri lini?
Well, maybe it didn't come out as the dream date the way I described it, but
We have
I
a
did.
case. We have a case after this. I hope you loved this episode. It was so exciting to come back in front of
Yeah.
you again, have these conversations that you'd love to have with your friends when the heels come off. This episode and our first episode of this season has been shot by Hash Studios. We will put their description on, we'll put their numbers on the description box. So please make sure to talk to them, reach out to them. If you loved this episode, share it with your friends, like, subscribe, talk to us in the comment section, talk to us on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram. Let us know what you think. Let us know if anything resonated with you.
Yeah.
See you next time.
See you.
Adios. Bye.